Greetings one and all, this has been Works and welcome to my channel with some Destiny story mode mission, I think it is. This is help a brother out day today, so I'm helping out my gaming buddy, General Maddock, and he's a low level player. I think he's level 14 I do believe, and this is one of the missions he's able to get into. So I'm just more or less trying to help him out. Yeah, it's a cool brother, but he gets frustrated because of the fact that his gun at the moment has the value of a pea shooter at the minute, and you know, he's not doing consistent amount of damage. But it's one of the frustrating things about the game, but it's a game of grind, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta grind at the thing and stick with it, you know, like I had to. He wasn't fortunate enough to play the alpha or the beta. He just got into the game on the day one release, so that kind of aided his frustration somewhat, but it's all cool. I mean, we have those days, we all have those days where we get frustrated and stuff. But yeah, first of all, just want to talk about my temporary waste of money, man. You know, I wasted £84.99 on the PlayStation TV. I don't know what possessed me to do that, but you know, the interest was there, and I have to say that all in all, the device, you know, on paper is a handy device for what it's trying to do. You know, what it's able to do at the minute, bare bones, it's a handy device. But I can safely say that I couldn't get no optimum use out of it. I tried playing single player. Even last night, I decided to give it a second chance, third chance, and I played Killzone Mercenary for like a good couple of hours, you know, and it took me that amount of time simply to get used to the feel and the lag that was present there. Do you know what I'm saying? And it just was not working for me. So it's boxed up and ready to be posted off first thing Monday morning. And I don't think I'm even gonna look at PlayStation TV again. I'll just stick with the fact of having the PlayStation 4 in my living room, and when my missus wants to basically watch something, she can watch it. You know what I mean? You know, I'll just turn it off. I'm not gonna go through the rigmarole of moving PlayStation from one room to the other, because I used to do that with the PlayStation 3. And with the problems that I'm having at the minute with it bricking and stuff, which is still present even with all the updates they had, I don't want to take a chance and, you know, just keep moving the console all over the place, you know. So I will stick with that. I'd rather stick with that than just waste any more money, because that was a lot of money to waste on something relatively tiny and small, but still lacking in the function of the device, which is to more or less stream your PS4, primarily to stream your PS4 gameplay with as little lag as possible. I mean, I don't mind a tiny amount of lag, but the lag was just too significant in this case for me to ignore. So it is a no-no, and I'll be happy using that $84.99 to pay for Far Cry 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5. And strangely enough, you know, with me knowing how bad the PlayStation TV is, it was finally great to go back to my PS Vita and play Uncharted Golden Abyss and other games that is clearly incompatible with the PlayStation TV. I found it strangely rewarding, you know, to play something on a handheld. But my only thing with it, you know, I'm 50 years old, man, you know what I'm saying, and my eyesight is not really that great, you know, and the whole gaming on the small screen thing, it's gonna come to an end sooner or later. But even for those very few minutes that I got back to playing on my Vita by putting the memory card and the game card and all of that back into the Vita and was playing the games on that again. It just felt so good. It was like, you know, why the hell did you even invest in that? But like I said, and like a lot of people will say, it was for the very fact that you can remote play your PS4 gameplay through it. But I recognize that the experiences is going to vary between user to user. So with that, you know, it's going to be relative to whoever. But in my case, having a wired connection with my PS4 and a wired connection with my PSTV and having the same issues, nah, it's just not going to work. It's not going to work with me. So it's a temporary waste of money. A temporary waste of money. Talking about waste of money, you know something else that is a real waste of money? I'm just going off topic here. But something that has been running on the news for quite a while was the landing of the Philae probe, which basically took 10 years. It took 10 years. It finally landed on a comet a few days ago. They launched the machine, I think it was around March 2004. So it's been a 10-year journey for some people, and it's been even longer than that for some of the other people that's been working on the project. Only to find out that the device didn't land on the comet properly. It landed on a cliff, which created more or less a shade, and the shade has basically proved bothersome for the device, because the device, which is 10 years old in terms of technology, relies on the solar power from the sun, which the comet is hurtling towards in order for it to provide data as to the origins of our civilization, the origins of Earth, the solar system and all of that. In my opinion, that was 1.1 billion pounds of a biblical waste of money. You know, it might be small change to governments and, you know, and conglomerates and stuff like that, but to the common man, you know, with all the ills that's going on in the world right about now and the least amount of money it would take to rid some of those ills, it's an obscene waste of money. It's the size of a washing machine that's now more or less run out of battery power and is relying on the standby power it has. So they're trying to get as much data from it before the thing actually dies. £1 billion for that privilege. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just obscene. A total obscene waste of freaking money. You know, I can't dig that. You know, don't get me wrong. I'm all about space exploration and all of that stuff in terms of, you know, benefiting the world in terms of communication and what have you, in relation to satellites and things like that, where we can all be connected. Because if it wasn't for that, you know, we wouldn't be having things like this, you know. The internet and other forms of communication, you know, would not be more or less available to us with such regularity and stuff. So don't get me wrong, you know, I'm all about progress. I'm all about space exploration and stuff like that. But when you're spending that amount of money trying to get information from a piece of rock hurtling towards the sun at great speeds, right? And the very thing you're trying to get the information with, the technology is 10 years old. And to see everybody more or less, you know, cheering with orgasmic delight of the thing just landing on the freaking piece of rock. And then it was all subdued when people found out that the fillet wasn't attached properly to the comet. You know, it was just like a big anticlimax. At first I thought, well, what the hell? What the hell is people getting all excited about? And I'm trying to comprehend the achievement. You know, I'm watching it in the news and stuff, and it's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, you know, cut a long story short, right now, there's a big piece of iron, metal, the size of a washing machine, running out of power, which costs $1.1 billion to more or less build and commence the mission with. and it took 173 million pounds for the thing to land. Such a waste of money. Anyway, next up, boy, it's not so much of a rant, but it kind of applies with Destiny right about now, and it's not even so much with the game. I mean, in all honesty, I'm not really feeling the game as much. I mean, I play it, you know, it's there, I like the game, but I'm not feeling the game as much as I did before, but I'll still play it. But an instance that happened to me a couple of days ago where I invited one of my friends for a weekly strike. He came in with another guy, and this guy was just talking and talking and talking and talking, and I'm trying to figure out who's this guy, because it was a cooperative mission, right? So I'm trying to figure out, well, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And then the next thing, I got killed, and then the same guy who I'm trying to figure out who he is just said out loud, oh shit, I gotta pick this guy up. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? I don't even know you, and you're basically having me as a burden to your fire team, and then you're talking about the fact of you not getting on with people that decide not to include you in their fire team when it comes to raids and strikes and shit. And I'm listening to this guy freaking talk, and not once did him or the other brother even introduce me. You know what I mean? I just find that totally fucking rank. Bad manners, total bad manners, you know? I don't care what you do in life, whether you're a millionaire, philanthropist, a vicar, a sinner, what have you. You know what I'm saying? Brock, tramp, I don't care who you are, right? Once you exercise good manners, decent manners, and etiquette, you're my equal. It's as simple as that. And gaming shouldn't be no different. I know it's a competitive pursuit, as it were, to some people, but just the lack of manners with people, man. It's like, it doesn't piss me off. It just makes me just, you know, press the circle button and leave quick. And sometimes that can spoil, you know, your experience. And for me, you know, it just does that more regular than others, you know. I just don't understand it, man. I just don't understand it. Some people take this whole shit too serious, you know. And for me, I love gaming. I made the mistake of taking it too serious at one point, but it's like, you know what? You know, I take great pleasure in playing games by myself as well as with my friends and what have you. The experience is to be a happy gamer, whether you play with yourself, whether you play with yourself. You know what I mean? Whether you play by yourself or with friends and randoms or your subs. You know, it's just what it is, man. So, you know, as Jerry Springer would say, take care of yourselves and each other. And I could tell that General Maddox was pissed at this point, because I never died once. I tried to revive him, couldn't revive him. So I decided to take my rightful place on the throne. Oh, I missed. Okay, let me get back on there, right. Yes, hail the king. King rid him. You get me? Yeah, man, take care of yourselves and each other, man. Don't take this shit too freaking seriously, man. It's all about happy gaming, man. Happy gaming. Happy gaming. And that's it. Simple as. Anyway, that's all for me for now. And you know the coup. Whatever the platform, media, game, genre, I don't business. All in the same umbrella as gaming. Off gaming. Happy gaming. See, he left. He wasn't pleased. But anyway, I'm out of here, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. And until I see you on the next one, Megan.